Action between the member and the college. C, to support the college in every possible way. And D, to promote the King's College spirit among both boys. In furtherance of these objectives, the EXCO embarked on the following activities. 1. The Clever Initiative. Clever is an acronym. This is a project embarked upon in collaboration with the Nigeria Leadership Initiative, NLI, an international non-governmental, non-profit, non-partisan organization. It is aimed at refining the college students through the practical civics education curriculum, founded on reorienting and instilling proper values in KC boys. It's primarily based on the guidebook developed by the NLI Associates, which covers various topics in an activity-based delivery. The sessions are facilitated by the old boys who have volunteered their services. The response we must say has been quite encouraging, especially on the part of the old boys. We are fine-tuning the implementation in conjunction with the college authorities. Special commendation should go to the Assistant General Secretary of the KCOB, Mr. Shemun Luboya, who spearheaded and is anchoring this program. 2. Sports. The EXCO embarked on a program to develop the sporting prowess of the KC boys. Aside engaging and paying for the services of coaches for football, cricket, and hockey, the personal touch of EXCO members has gone a long way in encouraging the boys to put in their best. Special mention should be made of the sports secretary, Mr. Oyale Tulibi, who has been devoted and committed to the development of sports among KC boys. The personal touch of the EXCO in encouraging the students has clearly paid off. What with the infant soccer prowess of KC boys, our arch rivals in Lagos schools have been comprehensively tamed in this sport. We have recorded resounding success over schools such as St. Gregory's College of Adende, Igobi College Jaba, which is defeated at home and away. It is gladdening to state. It is gladdening to state that the maiden Lagos First Generation College Association football competition was won by the college in June 2011. The boys' schools which participated in this competition comprised 1. CMS Grammar School, 2. Baptist Academy, 3. Methodist Boys High School, 4. Eko Boys High School, 5. St. Gregory's College, 6. Igobi College, 7. And Warustam College, 8. St. Philip's College, and last but not least, King's College. These are the boys' schools KC boys competed against and defeated. The association has girls' history. The Achimota Games. The biannual King's College Achimota Games took on a brand dimension in this year's edition. For the very first time in the history of the Games, they were jointly hosted by King's College and Queen's College from the 10th to the 14th of July 2011. The boys from Achimota competed against KC boys, while the girls from Achimota competed against Queen's College girls. I'm glad to inform the House that the KC boys did us proud in all the competitions. The students competed in 1. Soccer, 2. Hockey, 3. Cricket, 4. Chess, and 5. Scrabble. We won all the games except hockey, which ended 1-1. The games ended with a grand gala night buffet dinner hosted at the college. Special commendation should go to the KCOB president, Mr. Akínbíyì Ọ̀ṣágì, who approved the dinner. It must, however, be said. It must, however, be said that apart from members of EXCO, only a handful of old boys attended this event, and they were of the 50s and the early 60s sets. It is, however, gratifying to note that this year's games were unanimously adjudged the best ever and the benchmark which Achimota High has vowed to surpass or at least match. 4. The KCOB collaboration with the PTA. The Project EXCO identified the need to engage the Parents' Association of the college in useful discussions towards uplifting the college. Mr. Lavantin and I, as General Secretary, were consequently mandated to carry out this assignment. It must be said that both sides found the meetings rewarding as we cleared the skepticism in the executives of the PTA about the KCOB. They held the notion that the KCOB was intent on hijacking, in quotes, the school, which may eventually go out of the reach of the average Nigerian to the exorbitant fees that may be eventually charged. We disabused their minds as we found them to be worthy companions in a mutual goal of fixing the college. They had spent millions of naira on the school annex arbitrarily and are quite organized in their functions. The fact that we reached out a hand of fellowship glad in their hearts, and the purpose of engagement, which was to prevent a duplication of university chapters, as well as the university chapters celebrated their respective annual week and the employment expo identified with them all. I, as the General Secretary, represented the association at the celebrations of the Univen chapter and the inauguration of the new executive in Benin, Edo State in the year 2010. The UNILAG chapter celebrated their week this year, 2011. The Federal University of Technology Akure also had their celebrations in May 2011. The University of Ghana chapter had their celebrations in August 2011, the high point of which was the first Akim Bello of Sadi lecture at Ghana. The lecture was delivered by the KCB president himself and was very well attended at the Trenchard Hall of the University of Ibadan. A well thought out and packaged magazine titled The Inspiro was launched at the event by this chapter. There was a dinner and a party afterwards, and I, as General Secretary, represented the association at the event. It must be stated, however, that the entire celebrations of the week-long event, this chapter, were personally financed by the KCB President, Mr. Akim Bello Sadi. 6. The Stakeholders Forum. Yes, the Stakeholders Forum. This was an initiative of the School-Based Management Committee of the college. This committee is chaired by a distinguished old boy, Professor Olunichi. The aim of the Stakeholders Forum was to bring together all stakeholders of the college, namely 1. The Federal Ministry of Education, 2. The college, 3. The Parents Teachers Association of the college, 4. The Lagos community, and 5. The old boys. These bodies or institutions were to fashion out a roadmap for the development and sustenance of the college. The primary focus is on A. Student learning and curriculum implementation. B. Physical infrastructure and development. C. Staff development. D. Values and traditions of the college. And E. Cost and financing of education in the college. The KCOB team on the planning committee was headed by distinguished boy, Engineer Bayo Adeola. Others we have the Assistant General Secretary, Mr. Shegun Lukoya, and my humble self as the General Secretary. The forum developed a vision statement for the college thus: a foremost Nigerian college, promoting unity in diversity and nurturing globally competitive and chivalrous gentlemen, worthy in character and learning. A mission statement for the college was also fashioned out to be: to nurture youth of diverse background into men of profound character and an academic destination through teaching, mentoring, best practices, and care for the greatness of the country and the global community. The formal public deliberations of this Stakeholders Forum took place during the King's Week celebrations, particularly on Tuesday, the 20th of September, and Wednesday, 21st of September 2011, at the Assembly Hall. These events were very well attended by all, that is the Ministry of Education, the Oba of Lagos, representing the Lagos community, all attended except the King's Men, and a communique on the deliberation is due out shortly. Special commendation should go to the PKC of Tumala Baby for his vision and tenacity in seeing this defining project through. 7 projects. The restoration of the college is a work in progress. In July 2011, the restoration and renovation of the dining hall was successfully completed and commissioned by the KCB president. This was a carryover from the last expo which initiated the project. The project was paid for by a distinguished boy, Chief Philip Asio, who was present at the commission. The dining hall was totally transformed. Windows, doors, floors, ceilings, etc. The restoration works at the annex have been going on also. The PT has carried out a complete renovation of some of the hostels, and the college, under the directives of PKC, has practically completed some staff residential quarters. Total Offstream PLC, through the KCOB, has been quite supportive of the college. The oil company has committed to the total restoration of 2 lecture theatres at the annex at a cost of 60 million naira. This should be completed soon. Then, a team of engineers, architects, and quantity surveyors came to the college to assess the physical infrastructure. The team was led by the director of the CBN. They were around for 3 days, during which period the entire main campus was thoroughly assessed with the college authorities and the EXO members on the team. The ultimate aim was to locate a suitable site for the construction of a 10-story building. The proposed building will comprise the dining hall, classrooms, and hostels. The appropriate site, however, has existing structures which will have to be demolished. They actually identified the site behind the KCOB Old Boys Secretariat, and then they presently have the King's School and some other structures there. So there will be demolition when this work is about to commence. Work is expected to commence soon on this project, which will be financed and supervised directly by the CBN through its nominated contractors. The CBN also intends to complete the sports pavilion behind McBride's house. Special commendation should go to a member of the EXCO, Madam Lamido Sanusi, who is making this intervention possible as the CBN government. The KCOB website. The KCOB website project has taken off, and even though it still has more work to be done, it is quite functional at the moment. It is intended to ensure that all payment platforms are functional to enable Kingsmen make payments online. It is also intended to allow Kingsmen in the diaspora make payments online. The website has information on 1. The history of the college, 2. The principles, 3. Rules and regulations, 4. The executive committee members, 5. Current news and events about the college and the association, and 6. The KCOB souvenir, etc. There is also a link to the KCOB Facebook. There is a membership login area by which Kingsmen can access the details of other Kingsmen online. It is not intended that when completed fully, the website will provide a veritable tool for interaction among Kingsmen all over the world. This, no doubt, will foster the networking opportunities of the association. 9. KCOB Socials. This expo had its first social outing in December 2010 at the Network Breakfast Forum at the College Hall. The event was also used to honor a great Kingsman who had just passed on, Chief Anthony Nahoro. The turnout was great and it's one of the best attended network breakfasts. An inaugural ball was however planned. It was planned to be really grand, and the KCOB president mentioned it to the president and commander-in-chief, Dr. Goodluck Jonathan, and sought his presence at this ball. The president of the federation expressed his desire to be at this proposed event and requested that we tarry a while for him to have the time. We consequently have to keep hoping, but unfortunately, the dates of the People's Democratic Party primaries were fixed, and the drums of war within the party were beating as to the nomination of the party's presidential candidates. This situation obliterated any hopes of securing the convenience of the CNC before the said primaries. Fortunately, he emerged the party's candidate, and things began to look up about his attendance when the KCOB president was at the presidential villa early in March 2011. At this time, the CNC yet again expressed his desire to attend the ball, and the range of dates towards the end of March 2011 were suggested by the presidency, out of which one would eventually be picked. This was however not to be, as the preparation for the April 2011 presidential elections occupied, coupled with the affairs of state, made it impossible for us to secure the convenience of the CNC. It should be appreciated that the expression of interest in an inaugural ball by the president and commander-in-chief of the armed forces makes it impracticable for us to proceed with that event without him. Kingsmen should also recall the fact that the said president was conferred with the status of honorary old boy by the past expo when he was the vice president of the Federal Republic. This is an honor he cherishes.